Dawn Hendricks did not want to play safe when she first started her career in recruiting. With this mindset, she went big and worked for large recruitment firms on the get-go.
Being there and doing the work there, I realized that there was an opportunity that I could fill. I didn't like how they were doing business. I didn't like how they were servicing me. And so I felt like if I put my spin on this, that we could really transform our industry. We were finding that people were missing that soft side, the intangibles, the pieces that would help with their level of professionalism. And so built into this organization is providing that mentorship to our employees and candidates, as well as the consultation and guidance to our customers.
Then in 2004, Dawn started providing nationwide services with her company, FM Talent. Little did she know that this vision would soon give hope to many people.
FM Talent is a recruiting and consulting firm, and so we are providing resources, people, to those organizations. So our organization does two things. We do staffing and recruiting, and if you have a project, so we need this forensic audit work done, our organization can come in and provide that solution. When we started, it was just the two of us starting with one contract, but we quickly started to write to other projects, and we started to grow and evolve our practice from financial management to grants management. And we thought that a natural place for us, because recruitment is really the foundation and the engine, was human resources.
When the financial crisis hit in 2008, FM Talent had to take a step back. But this choice soon opened plenty of doors, including the adding of the federal government to their customer base.
So every customer that we had, they were no longer having spend or a budget for the types of services that we provided. And so we decided to pivot. The government was the only game in town where we could transition our services. And so we had to get smart on that pretty fast. We had to learn the whole lingo, how they buy our services. And so 4 years of experience on the corporate side, we were able to transition that into the federal government.
Dawn always found ways of turning negative situations to positive ones. During the pandemic, she made sure to keep this mentality for the sake of employees over 12 different states.
With the pandemic, it was sort of a readjusting. What was amazing for me was that FM Talent didn't just readjust by, okay, everybody, let's get home, we have to work remote. But during that time, there was a concern that our employees were okay. FM Talent became creative in terms of providing events almost on a daily basis. You know, for someone who is isolated, who lives alone, there was an opportunity to wake up in the morning and have a cup of coffee and have another person to say hello to on a virtual calls. There were jazz calls. There were exercises to be able to help people who were in this calamity to have some sense of connectedness with the company.
Giving back and making a difference in the community has always been Dawn's priority and passion.
I am on 2 nonprofit boards. I am the board chair of the Greater Washington Urban League. Not only do I volunteer my time, we volunteer the resources here. Same thing with another organization called City Dance, which is geared towards minority dancers. And it is a perfect blend of me, right? Being and coming from the dance world and creating and making equitable access to young students, minority students, to be able to have quality dance care.
Through all the ups and downs of her journey, Dawn never forgot why she built her business when she first started.
When I started this organization, it always was wanting to really support younger people, specifically minority in minority communities, those that don't have access to opportunities or information. You know, when I think about this work and when I talk to my team about what we are doing, this is how people are feeding their families. This is how people are sending their children to school. And so we don't take it lightly that they are entrusting their careers to us entrusting us to help place them and position them in opportunities that they literally can build their careers and futures on. We really want to create a solution for people. We want to be a launching off point for people so that when they leave FM Talent, should they ever leave FM Talent, we don't want them to, but should they ever leave, that they can say that their experience here, when they left better than they came.